What is up, and welcome back to 15-Minute Burn. Today is full body rounds. So grab your weights, grab a towel. If you want to, go ahead and grab a mat because we will be doing some stuff where you're laying on the floor. And with that being said, let's hop right on in to today's workout. We are going to start off today's workout with that warm up, and to start we are going to do some squat folds. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Give me a good squat, and as you come down, try and keep those knees straight. There you go, cores in tight. Now remember, it's a warm up, so if you can't go all the way down in that squat, that's fine. I just want you to be warming up your muscles. All right, I also want you to make sure that if you can't do this without bending your knees, limit the range of motion or bend them slightly, okay? Make it work for you. It's just a warm-up. You don't need to be going all out, okay? We are going to do inchworm next, all right? It's coming up in 3, 2, 1. What I want you to do is just walk it on out. I want you to hit that high plank, but here's the thing. Hit the plank. Don't let your hips go in. A lot of people, when it comes to this inchworm, they will literally come down, hit that high plank, and then they'll let their hips go and use it to thrust them back up as they walk. I don't want you to do that. I want you to walk out, keep your core engaged, let your core and your glutes work together to get you in that right high plank position. Nail that, and then walk back in. Modification, you're just gonna bend your knees, okay? Bend your knees as you walk down. Keep them bent, come into that high plank. You're still hitting that high plank, nothing more. And then you're gonna come back in, okay? Keep going for me, keep going for me. You're doing great, all right? You're almost there. I'm gonna talk through today's workout. So I will show you the next move when it's time, and then I'll keep talking about today's workout, okay? Because we have a fun one ahead, all right? 3, 2, 1. I want you to just come up. All you're gonna do right here, nice and easy shoulder rolls, okay? Make sure that as you're doing them, going back, I want you to think about opening up your chest. If you're going forward with them, I want you to think about opening up your back, okay? Today's workout, we have 4 rounds. You will need dumbbells, like I said. These rounds have 2 moves each, okay? But each round is limited to 2 minutes. So what that means is you're doing move 1 and move 2 for 2 minutes. This is an AMRAP style. You're going to see how many rounds you can get. Go ahead and switch sides, or switch directions, I should say, from what you were just doing. You're going to see how many rounds you can get in each round itself. All right. So that means you're going to be doing move 1, and then you're going to do move 2, and then you're going back to move 1 and back to move 2. Okay. See how many that you can get. Now you're only going to be doing 4 reps each move. Okay. That means if you are doing these back to back to back, you're going to be getting in a good, decent amount of rounds. Okay. So with that being said, make sure that you have a good amount of weights out in front of you so that you can have access when you need to switch, because sometimes you might want to, but also so that they are not in the way of where you're going to be working out and you're not going to risk falling over them or stumbling. Okay. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do side to side. So I want you to step it out right here. All right. Keep your chest up, cores in tight. There you go. Make sure your toes are forward. Okay, don't let yourself rock on that ankle. The outside leg stays straight. All right, knee stays in line with toe on the leg that you're working, meaning don't cave that knee in, okay? We're going to get 60-second breaks between each round, okay? So that means I'm going to do my best to show you the move and to explain some form. I will probably be doing some form explanation during the actual round itself, okay? I will always show modifications. If there is a way to advance it, I will do that as well, all right? 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, round 1. What I want you to be doing right now, grab some water, okay? But move around. I don't want you to stay still, okay? I want you to be moving for me, okay? Round 1, you have squat jacks and a squat press. Now, I'm going to show you without weight first, okay? But know that you can hold weight. You can hold weight here for the squat jack. Take which weight works for you. If you want to advance it and you're able to maintain form while doing so, you can hold 2 here as you do the squat jack and then push both out for the squat press. But only if you're able to maintain form, okay? Squat jack, right here, jacking it out, okay? Right here, just like a normal jumping jack. Modification, you're just gonna tap it out, okay? Weights right here. Then for the squat press, you're staying in that squat, okay? If you need to adjust how you get into that squat from the squat jacks, right here, press out that weight, okay? But again, maintain form. We're almost there, okay? We have less than 20 seconds. But here's the thing. Remember, Everything is 4 reps each. Every single round, every single move, 4 reps each. So I want you to see how many rounds you can get. Go ahead and grab your weight from me. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squat jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you stop. Give me 4 out presses, all right? Then you're going right back into it, okay? See how many rounds you can get. Now, I want to make sure when it comes to the press, when you're pressing out, don't arch your back, okay? A lot of times when we're in the squat movement, we press out. People will try to arch their back. I don't want you to do that, okay? If that's what's happening, and no matter what you're doing, you can't help it, drop the weight. Either go down in it or completely get rid of it, okay? You need to make sure that you stay in that squat even as you press out, okay? Your core is tight, chest is up, all right? 4 and 4, you're doing great. I promise, 2 minutes is going to fly by, okay? You're already almost done with minute 1. All right, give me 4. I'm just doing jacks over here. Give me 4 and give me 4, okay? There you go. Hop back into it. Remember your modifications. Tap it out. Now, modification for the press, there really isn't any. The only thing that you can do is drop weight or completely get rid of it, okay? But if you want to, you can come up slightly out of that squat. Don't stand up with it, but come up just a little bit, okay? You guys are under a minute already, all right? Stay with me. Keep breathing. I want you to make sure that you're trying to maintain form. As you get further and further into these rounds, your form will try to go. So stay with me, okay? You have less than 30 seconds, all right? 4 and 4 for everything, okay? You've got it. Core is in tight. Core is in tight. There we go. Stay with me. You're doing great. I know you are. Stay here. Even if you have to take a break, take a break. Less than 15. You're almost done. You're almost done. Stay with me. You've got it. You've got it. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Don't quit. No, you're not going to quit. Not today. Not right now. Relax. 60 seconds. It's only a 15-minute workout. I need you to give me the best that you can. That means you're going to advance if you need to advance. You're going to stop modifying if you need to go. If you need to go up, I should say. Round 2. All right, you have 60 seconds. I want you to be moving around. I want you to grab some water if you need it, okay? Round 2, you're doing a push-up row. Now, here's the thing. You can either use one weight and just switch it between the hands or hold on to 2. It's completely up to you. I'm going to be using 1. It's uncomfortable for me to do 2. All right, then move 2. We have less than 30 seconds. You're going to roll over onto your back. You're going to be doing tricep extension, okay? So I will talk about that form when it gets there, but just know you're flipping over. All right, push-up row. High plank position. Walk those hands out just outside of your shoulders. Give me a push-up where you're going to arrow back. All right, then you're going to go into the row, okay? Are you ready? We go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get that good form. Start in that high plank. Walk your hands out just a little bit. Arrow back with those elbows and then go into the row. Now, I want to talk about something real quick. As you're doing this, if you need to modify, you're dropping to your knees. Or you can also drop the weight. So you can just row up with your hand. But here's the thing. When people do this move, they like to swing their hips, okay? Don't do that. Step it out if you need to. You have 4 of those, remember, and then you're flipping over to that tricep extension I explained. I'm going to talk through form for that real quick, okay? If you're using 2 weights, you can use 2 weights. If you're using 1, you can use 1. That's completely up to you. I want you to make sure you're rotating your hips. All right, right here, elbows stay pointed forward. Don't let them flare out. Right here, that's all you're doing. Right here, all right? Give me 4 and 4. Make sure you're going to the sides of your head, or if you have 1, you're bringing it behind your head, okay? Never fully here. And when you come back up, the weight should be over your chest, okay? Not over your head. 4 and 4. Keep going for me, all right? I want to point out again, if your hips are rocking, you already are done with a minute, okay? If your hips are rocking with that row, I want you to step it out, okay? That means either A, you can keep that step out position for all the push-ups, or you can walk it in, push up, walk it out, row. The walking out and having that wider base is gonna help you get a little bit of control, okay? We don't want our hips to swing. That means our abs can't help with that movement and your hips are trying to take over, okay? Make sure that as you're rowing back towards your hip, and down, and you're not swinging out to the side, okay? Everything stays down, weights in over that hand, okay? Tricep extension, you're bringing it straight back, all right? Right here, you're doing good, you're almost done. Stay in it, stay in it, stay in it, and relax. Good job. All right, what we're doing next, we're gonna do an RDL to an upright row, okay? So RDL, you're hinging at your hips, okay? It's as if somebody comes and karate chops you in the hips, okay? Core is in tight, chest is over the ground, your gaze is about 3 to 5. I wouldn't say 5 feet, maybe 4 feet in front of you. And when you're here, you're going down, stopping about mid-shin, okay? Or until you feel that stretch in your hamstrings, and you're coming all the way back up. Now, when you come back up, I don't want you to just under-tuck your glutes and squeeze them, okay? I want you to do a proper squeeze at the top of the movement, which I will talk about here soon, but the upright row. Nice and tall posture, all right? Core is in tight. Bring it up chest level or just below. Do not bring it up here. You're gonna risk your shoulder for shoulder injuries and shoulder impingement. Lots of words. 2, 1. Let's go with the RDL. I'm gonna get a little bit heavier weight. RDL, 4 and 4. It's always 4 and 4, okay? RDL, you're giving me 4. All right, there you go. There you go. Now this one, you may not be able to get as many rounds in, and that's okay. If you need to switch the weight that you have, that's okay too, all right? Now remember, when it comes to this upright row, you are only rowing up to your chest level or just below, okay? Not up towards your shoulders. Like I said, risk of injury and shoulder impingement. We don't want that, okay? Core stays in tight. Keep going. I'm going to talk through some form, okay? Upright row. You want to make sure that you're not arching back with it, okay? Rotate and get those hips in line. Your ribs in line with your hips. Slight bend in your knees. Don't lock them out, okay? And you're rowing straight up. Don't let your ribs flare open, okay? Straight up. Shoulders are rolled back and down. When it comes to the RDL, you have 1 minute left, okay? When it comes to the RDL, roll your shoulders back and down. In a deadlift and an RDL, you should actually feel your upper back after doing it, okay? You are working those muscles because you don't want to round, okay? Down, keep them down and back. All you're gonna do, making sure everything is contracted and working, slide down, push your hips back, let those glutes lengthen, let those hamstrings lengthen, keeping your back flat, and then come back up and squeeze. A good cue to help you get those glutes squeezed as you do this is when you're down here, you're gonna act like you're using your feet to separate the ground, okay? That'll help you get contraction in those glutes, all right? Then you're coming right back up. As you come back up, I want you to get neutral position again, and then squeeze. A lot of people will come up and think that they have to rock forward with it. That's putting your hips and your femur in a very uncomfortable position. We don't want that, all right? Your pelvis is gonna tilt. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good job, you're doing great. 1 round left. All right, in this round, you have a hammer curl to an overhead press. Then we're going into a plank leg lift, okay? So hammer curl, normal bicep, is right here, right? You're rotating in, hammer. Once you get here, press it up, bring it down, and repeat again, okay? Now you have to make sure your ribs don't go up with it, okay? Proper form, proper form. Then for the plank leg lift, less than 30 seconds, and you're starting again, okay? Coming in to that high plank position, all right? I want the weight over your hands. Core is in tight, glutes are in tight, all right? You're gonna squeeze everything, lift. Notice how I'm not kicking it higher than my hips. That's because I don't want my low back to kick on, all right? Hammer curl overhead. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hammer overhead. Now, I'm going to talk through some form. So what I want you to do is keep going. You know what it is. 4 and 4. Hammer curl to overhead. Then you're going to that plank and you're doing a lift. I'm going to talk through some form. All right. So for the hammer curl, you want to make sure you're not swinging to get the weight up there. If you have to swing, the weight is too much, okay? You want your elbows locked in, all right? Locked in until you get up to press, all right? Then they're locked in again. Don't let them go back. Don't let them come forward. Right in by your sides, down and up, okay? No arch, ribs stay down, core is in tight. You aren't arching like this. You're rotating under, slight bend in your knees, and keep the weight planted, okay? When you go overhead, it's very common for people to open up here. Keep your ribs down, your core is engaged, everything stays the same. Your arms are the only thing moving, okay? Then when you're in that plank position, your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. You have less than a minute. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders, all right? Your gaze is 3 to 5 inches in front of you. Your core is tight, your glutes are tight. None of this, no butts up in the air, okay? Modification, you're coming on down, keeping that good form. You can have your feet up or down, that's completely up to you, and you're gonna kick out, all right? Keeping everything tight. There you go. Now, here's the thing when it comes to the leg lift. If you kick too high up, your low back will start to kick on. I want your glutes to do that move. So do not kick higher than your hips. Just go up a little bit and come right back down, okay? Control the movement coming down. Don't let gravity win, okay? You're doing so good. You are almost done with this entire workout. Keep fighting for me. You know it's 4 and 4. Keep going. Keep rotating. You've got this. You can do it. I want you to stay focused, all right? You're almost there. You're almost there for 3, 2, 1. Relax. You did it. All right? I know. It's just 15 minutes. It's just 15 minutes. But I want you to be able to have these 15 minutes where if you have just a really, really busy day, or maybe you had a workout and you just want something that is 15 minutes to add on to it, then you have these, okay? Breathe for me. I want you to be moving around right now. We're going to get that heart rate down in a normal controlled way. So you can be walking around, you can be doing taps. All right, but I want you to just get it down just for a few more seconds, okay? Then we're going to stretch, and if you need to go, feel free to go, but please stretch. Please cool down properly before you go and just sit down and relax, okay? Breathe for me. Good job. We're going to take 2 deep breaths, okay? Come down. Big inhale up. Let your belly, let your ribs, let your back, let all of it expand and work because they work together for these breaths, okay? Exhale. Come on down. We're going to go one more time. There you go. Awesome job. All right. Now come all the way down for me. There you go. You did so good. I want you to know that. It's 15 minutes, so I hope you bring everything you have to these 15-minute workouts, okay? These are the workouts where you need to push yourself. You need to challenge yourself because they're quick. They're very, very quick. The moves themselves tend to be very quick, so it's a good opportunity to try and challenge yourself when you don't have to be doing the move for that long, okay? Go ahead and step it back. We're going to come to that runner's lunge, all right? There you go. There you go. Try and push that knee forward. You can have your back knee up or down. It's completely up to you. If you have it up, I want you to try and get that back heel back towards that wall. You're not really going to touch the back wall. Depending on where you're at, you might. But you're trying to create that opposition between the front and between the back. Now, I want you to make sure that this front knee, though, doesn't go over your toes, all right? You are pushing it forward. You're trying to create that opposition, but you don't want to go over your toes, okay? 3, 2, 1. I want you to go ahead and switch. There you go. Nice and easy. Just keep breathing. There you go. You're doing great. All right, go ahead and come into a downward dog position. All right, so try and let your chest just fall between your arms. Try and get those heels to the ground. And if you need to, have a slight bend. Lock your hands in or hands out, whatever helps you get that good stretch. Just relax here. Now, the cool thing is that if you wanted to, maybe in like a couple days or a week later, you can redo this and see if you can get even more rounds in. All right, it's a quick workout, okay? It goes by pretty quick, so it's not like you're doing a full 31 all over again. Walk your hands in for me, all right here. What I want you to do is take your opposite hand to the opposite foot, just bring it to the outside, and I want you to rotate up. If this is too much, you can bring your hand down here. That's okay to do. Come on down and go ahead and switch sides. And come on down. All right, walk your feet in. I'm going to count you up. I want you to roll through your back so that you're trying to target every vertebrae on the way up, okay? Just think about every single vertebrae slowly coming up, okay? And don't forget about that neck at the top, all right? Come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a good shoulder roll to the back, or a couple if you want. But I'm not going to hold you any longer. All right, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for giving me all that you could in just 15 minutes. And I cannot wait to see you at our next workout together. Have an amazing and wonderful day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is for you. And I will chat with you real soon.